Hello and welcome. My name's Corbin and you're watching episode 6 of the BloomCraft SMP. You're probably wondering why I don't have gear right now, and that's because I suffered a tragic accident. You see, everybody on the server decided to go slay the Ender Dragon, and unfortunately I wasn't there at the time. However, I was invited to go looking for some Elytra, and then it happened. I fell into the void. So I'm going to show you a few clips of Iz and I going to go get some Elytras and getting some gear, as well as shulker boxes, while I finish enchanting a new gear setup.
What's up, Corbin?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, man. I just got back. I just found a gateway. I got pretty unlucky. We found 2 fortress. No boat. And I think we're gonna go the same way we just did with Warden that died. He was on iron armor.
Oh. Yeah, unfortunately I was late by like a couple minutes. I had to go to the store.
I tried to write you and I was like, yeah, he's probably just AFK and forgot or something.
No, I think I just read the time wrong, because it was, you said 4 UTC, but that's different for me, I think. It's about time we got Elytras.
Oh man, I know, it was such a pain. And shulker. I got my shulker here.
When I just need a whole bunch of sand and to drain that ocean area with sponges, but then once I've done that, the rest of the Guardian farm should be pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help you, but I'll try to be quick, but like I said...
No, you don't need to do too much. I'm actually about to have the last of the sand that I need, I think.
Really?
And then, yeah, and then I need to just get some sponges, but there's a whole bunch of Guardian temples around, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm gonna stay in F5, because I think I can see better.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm exploring, I play in F5, and it's so fun.
Yeah, I like it too. Not everyone like it though.
I've got a cool animation mod, so I run funny.
Oh, like you walk a good way, a different way?
Yeah.
Nothing on your map?
No, I think we just follow like whatever the easiest path is, because now we're in new areas, so...
Yeah, exactly. We don't have really to fight for. Oh, I love the texture of the endstone. I really never looked at it, but it's not that bad. Well, there's better, but there's worse. Okay, so I'm gonna kill the hooker here.
Man, these shulkers are gonna make it so much easier to get all the sand that I need.
Seriously, it is. Okay, so I got the... Okay, I got the thing. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go find a few more Elytra. I don't really care how many, but at least one for me, please.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a team job, you know. I should have bring a mending and a... I didn't think about the mending. Could have been smart, because this has solo the... Oh, okay, there's another boat. I got one.
Nice.
It was like one island next to this one.
With the villager breeder too, I'm trying to plan ahead for the kind of farms that I'm gonna have, so I can get emeralds and farm it. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of fishing villagers, because I have the Guardian farm coming up, so I could sell fish for emeralds.
Oh, okay, wait, that's actually smart. It's like who is it? It's Dono, I think. Yeah, Dono have a Ugin farm, and he has like a mod where he can just remove the cooked pork chop and make it only like pork chop. So what he does, he trade them to
Okay.
butcher. Yeah, oh man, I just want a gate. Wait, because I have 8 Elytras right now. It's in my ender chest, don't worry, except 2.
Yeah, I'm looking for a gate right now. Yeah, there's been a bunch of criminals on the server lately.
Oh, what's happening?
You know, people leaving noise machines. There's people leaving spider heads around. Some people were stealing Cryptic's boats.
Oh my god, no way. We might need to do something about them.
Like what? What do you have in mind?
I mean, we need more proof, right?
I guess so, yeah.
So we might want to wait.
They haven't done a ton. I think it was just
No,
cryptic.
exactly. They're maybe it's cryptic the problem, you know?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
And anyway, it's cryptid. It's not that big of a deal.
True. He's got a whole bunch of shipping vessels over there. I mean, I do business with him, but you never know, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've heard you do. You have a boat at this place that is ready to leave whenever. I was thinking of just getting 2 at the start, then 4 for us two to have 1. And right now I have 10.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, did you have your stuff on you or did you
Just
put it
my
in your ender chest?
I lost everything.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I have a lot of shulker for you.
Pretty cool. So we now have a new set of wings and a set of armor to replace the one that we lost. So we can get started on today's activities. So for this episode's shenanigans, I have been tasked with making a guardian farm. The guardian farm is kind of a work in progress as of right now. I've just been, for the past couple days, collecting sand and placing a perimeter around the guardian temple, so that I could eventually drain the ocean and create a spawning space for them. But I got kind of separated from that so that we can go do end activities. So for this guardian farm, one of the things that I'm going to need still is to collect a whole bunch of sponges. I think I'm going to do that with some invisibility potions and milk, just so I can get in there and scoop them all out, as well as some of the enchantments I just got are Respiration and Aqua Affinity. But before we do that, I want to show you a little bit of a side project I had off camera in between episodes. I've been finally seeing people making a ton of use of the villager traders, and I'm never too familiar with how to do it, but I finally decided to learn, and I think I've got it down. I know how to store them now with this minecart track I have run around, and I went ahead and put a villager breeder into the wall. Eventually I'm going to have to disable it because I really don't want to keep hearing all the villager noises pile up here. But now I can start minecarting them up and around so I can start loading up this area. We are here at the spot itself. I isolated one of these guardian temples right here, and I've got the circle for the perimeter mostly built with sand. I just wanted to get the sponges to have them on standby, but actually the very next step is to collect a whole bunch more sand and to complete the circle and make some rows in this thing, or columns, whichever direction you want to be facing, so that we could start draining it out in sections.
Seems like it's such a pain getting back.
I completely splattered everywhere.
I wish I saw it. It would have been so funny.
I didn't see it. We just exploded. All the few stuff is up here.
Alright.
This cave is insane, Corbin.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's just a few blocks.
Shut up. You don't get to just say that. Look at this.
No, but this guy is a flex.
Like the pallet's only a few blocks, but it's a few
Million blocks.
10,000 blocks.
Guys, I hope your music is
50,000
not too loud. Jukebox, don't put it too high. I have it at 2%. Right now,
I'm gonna adjust it. There we go.
Bringing down all of them.
We're all getting themes?
Boat bandits are.
both bandits.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Because, you know, we're the heroes of the server.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, so you two are the boat bandits.
Three. It's these three.
Oh.
Come on.
Not me, but is Elytra and Freebie who's hiding up there.
Interesting.
I'm not hiding. I'm being bat.
But technically, are we bandits or are we just good men, good people?
I mean, the word bandit doesn't,
No, but it's a cool type of bandit, you know?
You're more of a nuisance than anything else.
You want to talk about it?
Yes, I do.
That's freebies. Now, freebie, you got a rap on that.
I am not.
Or bend the group. We have a group.
Okay.
Did it?
unfortunately. Anything I could fund you guys with?
Love.
Yeah, I'm gonna love when you put some more Elytras in a shulker box for me. Uh-huh.
Wanted to make you call. Hey! Oh
Yeah,
wait,
dude.
I need an arrow.
You guys don't need anything like golden carrots or something like that? Or water buckets?
We got a bow and
maybe one.
arrows.
You have one?
Yeah, actually, come down here.
We can all get in it.
Okay.
I don't think I can. Oops.
There's too many people here. Okay, everyone back up. Everyone back
I'm
up.
drowning. I'm drowning.
The
No.
one person with the. He's the one
Oh,
person with that
it's
whisper.
Oh.
Well, there's been a bit of a development. So, in doing the Guardian farm, I didn't realize how long it would actually take to make it happen. So I got caught up placing sand, mining sand, and placing more sand again so I could drain the ocean. And in that time, about a couple weeks have gone by. I got caught up with doing some work as well, and I have to get stuff situated for college. So we're going to kind of change the gear of this episode and start explaining a few things around the world and show you a little bit of what's changed. The first thing that has changed is that we are now on version 1.21.10. So we finally got all of the general mods updated for recording purposes, such as the flash black and the replay mods and some of the third person mods, or not third person, the free cam mod. And that lets us all get in our recording flow again while being in 21.10. And for me particularly, that's a little bit of an issue because I use a whole lot of mods compared to the other blooms, and that makes it to where I now had to kind of reevaluate what I can take over into this version. So you're seeing a few things, kind of like my UI looks a little bit different, and a few other ones that are probably not going to be as noticeable, but more quality of life, like block placement mods and such. But for the most part, I managed to keep the shaders, and the actual flow of the game is still going to be the same. So now let's go explore some of the things all of the other blooms have done in that time frame. First and foremost, I want to take a trip here into the Nether to check out the Nether Highway, because I had gotten some stuff done, but a couple of the other blooms have taken over. Particularly Elytra has revamped the tunnels, so he has said, and I want to check it out. Also, we're going to have to ignore the Minecraft suggestions in the top right corner for now, because I had to install a new client, so it's as if it was all the same. Let's see, where do we go? This over here looks a little new, so let's go back up and try to see what that is all about. Aha. East Avenue. What's this place? I'm guessing this is where he's storing all of the supplies. Oh, here we go. The Acacia Avenue. The ideas of the pathways down, but I wonder, does this work? The boating, if you just put the boat on the center? Huh. That'd be a nice, convenient way to save some ice. Spawn portal is ever so grand with the lush greenery around, but I'm not sure what some of these new buildings are. What's this? Ooh, and somebody's gotten started on making some pathways, connecting everything up. What's this? It's the concrete area? Should I be down here yet? Probably not. Let me let me not come down here. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited to check that out. So, shout out to Iz. He's been working on a very grand museum, and was actually the reason that I was supposed to make the Guardian farm, so he could have enough for the roof. However, I didn't quite get that done in time, so Dono made a smaller Guardian farm that would get him just enough resources to do what he needed. But we'll go check that out in just a moment. First, I'm interested in checking out our potion shop. One of the downsides of having the potion shop where it is that it is completely disconnected from all of the other buildings, which are like down here. Because I was the first one to make a shop, so I didn't know where everybody would do things. Ooh, diamond. Oh man, people are buying them out, actually. Sweet, I'll have to restock soon. You got 8 diamonds. Nice. I mean, absolute masterpiece. Incredible build. So this build is supposed to be the BloomCraft Museum. This is going to be where we do things like memorable moments that happened in the series where people get to put their pretty much anything, really. Anything that they think is a really cool milestone in their building, in their world, they're going to have a little chamber in the museum for themselves. Before I logged back on, I was actually informed that we have a little something in our base. I believe this is from Cryptic, so let's check it out. Crypticowalla, Riddle 1. You have been chosen to partake in the first great scavenger hunt race. You will need to solve the riddles in each location to make progress. There are a couple of rules you must follow. Rule 1. Leave the riddles in the chest you found them so other people have a chance. Rule 2. Don't watch my video to cheat, I'll only misguide you. Rule 3. Be a chill person. Alright. Let's see what the riddle is. Riddle 1. By water I was born in lumps like clod, smelted by flame, then stacked by a god. Okay. I shelter traders in glow and warm light, search for the market, build red and tight. Huh. Okay. So we have by the water here. So I'm assuming that there's something by the water. The rest of this I don't really know. I shelter traders and glow in warm light. Search for a market built red and tight. So I think we're looking for somebody's trader hall. I know of 2. So I think we'll start there. So I believe that... Oops. I believe that the first trader hall that I know of is actually Dono's trader hall, which is the community one. Alright, so here we're at the community trader hall by the water. Let's see if we've got any hints around. I would assume they're on the inside if they're going to be anywhere. Oh my. Yeah, that's not getting annoying at all or anything. So the second trader hall that I know of is actually Cryptic Koalas. He has a trader hall right by the boat that I built for him. So we're going to go check that one out. Alright, so we've got Villager Hall number 2. And it is by the water. This one looks significantly more red. Well, unfortunately, we did not find anything at that trader market. I was so sure that the hint was leading us there because his whole thing is like a brick industrial area. So I thought maybe that he would tuck the riddle in the base somewhere. But I don't know. I'm gonna go restock on rockets and back to the drawing board. Bought a handful of these rockets when they were on sale, but now they're 1 diamond for 1 stack, so... Oh no, are they all bought out? Oh, no, we can get 2 stacks of rockets. But I was like, thinking, what other places could Cryptic have the riddle stored at? And I was leaning to that other clue about market. Maybe it has nothing to do with villagers? Maybe it's his brick shop. Ooh, wait a second. I think we found it. Riddle 2. Okay, so I was rereading the riddle over and over again, and it said I shelter traders. So I was thinking that the traders were the villager traders, but I think he just means us blooms being sheltered by brick. Okay. Darn. Okay, so let's see. Riddle 2. Congrats on solving the first riddle. While you're here, might as well buy some brick. I don't need any yet. Riddle number 2. No forest near, no plains to see, only waves far as can be. Bridges fade, the land's long gone. Find the town, the sea calls home. Oh, I know where this is. This is referencing the shanty town that him and I started up to the northwest over here, or northeast, sorry. Let's head there and see if I'm correct. So we're here at the shanty town. This is the section that I built. Is this it? The boat bandits claimed your boats. 1 diamond each for safe return. I gotta do something about these boat bandits. These guys are something else. I will not be paying your diamonds for the boats. But they left a boat here. Was that intentional? Property of the boat bandits. We'll come back for this one later. They're not even allowing my merchant vessels? Oh yeah. No, I gotta put a stop to these boat bandits at some point. What's this? Oh! This is the next riddle. I was like looking at this because I built this area right here and I didn't remember placing this. I was like... Because over here is where I had my chest storage for all the different block types I was using. I was like, wait, that looks strange. Cryptics is over there, so I was going to go check that next. But turns out we found it. Alright. Riddle 3. Before I read it, let me kill this drowned. I can't think straight. Alright. Riddle 3. You solved the second riddle. Nice. You should add to this project while you're here. Okay, so he's doing, like, getting people around to different places just so they could explore and maybe be enticed to do some things. That's cool. I hope that more people add to this area. Alright, riddle 3. No crops to reap, no ore to mine, where golems fall and chests do fill, seek the forge upon the hill. Where golems... Is he talking now about the community golem farm? There's only one that I know of, and we were just there and we didn't see any riddles, but then again we visited the trader hall. So we gotta go north from here now. Well, we were just here to check if they had the book inside the villager breeder for the first clue, but I mean, I guess I didn't check the actual iron golem farm itself. Is that it right there? Oh, it is! Wow, I'm so glad I didn't find this first. I didn't check over here, because that would have ruined the whole puzzle. Alright, riddle 4. Welcome to the final riddle. One more, and the reward is yours. Riddle 4. High in the sky, overlooking the shore, a pillar of stone, ever watching, ever sure. Here's the final hint. Upon the stone tower is your prize. Ever sure. Is that the name of his... I think that's the name of his coastline. Okay, so let's go back to his base. That... I could have messed this up real bad if I did everything in the wrong order. You know, I think the hardest part about the riddles is that I can't take the books to reference the riddles, so I'm just going based off of memory. So atop a stone tower at Evershore. A stone tower. Surely he doesn't mean the lighthouse, right? No, I'm not seeing it. Where could a stone tower be around here? I mean, I'm completely stumped. Let's see if turning the render distance up maybe gives us a little advantage. Pillar of stone. That's what we're looking for. Pillar of stone. I mean... Is it this thing? This is a... Did he build this, or is this naturally generated? Oh, no, he built this. This is all dirt. This isn't grass. Oh, he built this whole pillar. Wow. Okay. This is like an obelisk, maybe? Or no, or did he carve this out? I'm confused. Is this natural? It can't be natural, right? It can't be. There's just too much flat stone. Oh! Oh, this is this! Look! Okay, let's get up there. Render distance actually did help us. Wow, look at his area. We have it all kind of loaded. He has a really pretty desert that goes flat into some hills, and then he has a mangrove forest tucked away in the desert. That's really cool. Anyways. Dun, dun, dun. The end. Awesome. Congratulations on solving the riddles. If you see slips of paper in the barrel, take one and redeem them. If there's no paper left for you, sorry, you unfortunately lose. Better luck next time. Aw, man. I guess I don't get a prize for it. But no, it was fun. I actually was so confused the entire time. I was so tempted to break one of the rules and start cheating, so I knew where to go. Because I was so convinced in that first riddle that it was his villager trader, because I was just thrown off by the term trader there, and the fact that his villager breeder's also made out of brick, but turns out he was referencing the brick shop that he's got. Fun little adventure. Glad I was a part of it, even though I got nothing. Alright, well, with that scavenger hunt done, I think I want to do one more thing before we wrap up the episode. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much of the meat of the Guardian Farm as I wanted to done for this episode, but that's going to be a project that's going to be intermittently sprinkled into each episode just because of just the scale of it. It's going to be a Guardian Farm that pretty much maximizes the entire spawning rate of a Guardian Temple, so everybody on the server could get XP and I can get my Prismarine shop up. But I think I want to take a note out of Cryptic's book. Cryptic at his base has a wall where he writes down all of the things that he plans to do in his area. So I think that we're going to utilize this little section right here to kind of get us a bit of a plan done. I want to put the top as the highest priority and work my way down to what needs to get done in this base and maybe just around the world, so that every time that we get a little bit, sidetracked or thrown off, we could come reference this and possibly get a little bit more meat down. Starting with the top, I want to try to get a few of the things down that are kind of essential for the rest of the progress of the base, and I think we've definitely got to start with the villager trading hall. We kind of started getting the villager breeder set up, and now there is space for all of the villagers to go, but I haven't quite put them there or even decided exactly what I want to do with the villagers. I know for a fact that I want some of them to sell or trade for fish, because once we get that Guardian Farm up, we're going to have a big flow of cod. Or so I think. I actually don't remember the entire drop tables, but I know that fishing villagers are going to be pretty good for emeralds, and I might even have Cryptic come infect them and lower the prices for me. But yeah. Second on the priority list, I want to get a few farms situated. For the same reason, I need a little bit more materials. So I think I want to do some sort of a wheat farm, and I want to have some pumpkin farms as well. Pumpkins for trading with villagers, wheat because I like using hay bales as a decorative block, and I think you could do compact mud with them. And I was really inspired with compact mud pathways recently, so let's just do auto farms? Well, you can't really automate wheat without planting it, but let's just do semi-auto farms. I do also want to make a mob grinder so that we can craft our own fireworks for, flying around. I don't want to have to go keep buying them all the time just because I don't mine that much, and diamonds are a scarce commodity when you don't mine. So I want to be able to get creepers, and I don't mind AFKing the skeleton farm that we have set up, but it is actually a little slow to get the bone blocks, especially because I want to finish building the castle, or at least get more of the structure up. So we're going to put castle right under that, because that's going to be priority high. I want to at least get the main foundation of the castle out so that more people can visit and not have to always fly down into this area. This area is our main living area, but I think that it makes a little bit more sense to have something above ground so it's visually appealing for anybody who is around. This one's a no-brainer. Netherite items. How do you spell netherite? Like that? Netherite? Sure. Netherite items, I think it's probably due because I've lost a lot of good stuff recently, over and over again, and I would just have to keep re-enchanting. So I want to get a little bit more high quality stuff, because that kind of puts me in the mindset of being more careful to lose it. With diamond, I'm okay throwing it away for some reason, but netherite, I won't want to, just because it was so hard to get. But on that same token, I think that mining, but particularly blast mining, other way around, blast mining with a TNT duper, we have decided on the server that it is totally okay to do some sort of mining. Wow, I spelled that so wrong. It is totally okay to use like a TNT tunnel bore. I asked before I decided to just go ahead and willy-nilly do that, but having that will get me a lot of diamonds, and I might do a few more in the nether just so I can get that netherite. The docks. The docks is going to be the side facing the shopping district. I want to turn everything that is around the castle into a village. I plan on using a variety of spruce, dark oak, and maybe just regular oak, just to give it the gradient texture that I like. As well as I'm going to need some packed mud for the pathways I was just talking about. But the docks is actually going to be one of my favorite parts because of another idea Cryptic and I had. Wow, this episode's really Cryptic based. Cryptic and I wanted to build boat at each other's bases and kind of establish like a trading route and merchant vessels. So I went to his base, and in a previous episode I went ahead and built a boat in my base theme. So I want to have a little spot for him to do his base theme boat. And I'm actually really excited because I want to see what he does. I want to know if he does like some sort of industrial barge, or he does just a nice sailing vessel. I know he'll do a good job, but anybody else is going to be willing to do that. They can. But also, probably something that I should mention is I need to make this anti-boat bandit. These docks need to have some sort of a thematic repellent for these pirates that we have on the loose. They've been targeting all of our boats all around, and as you saw in this episode, they stole the boats that were at the... I'm putting the auto tree farm a little bit lower down the list. I know I'm going to need a lot of logs for the other builds like the dock, but I think that the auto tree farm, if I rely on having that be my only source of farmables, it's going to just take too long to get all the materials to do that. Especially because I'm waiting for a couple people to get their farms up so that I could buy slime blocks from them, and maybe even if somebody has a redstone shop, I'll buy some redstone circuitry from them. Another thing that I really want to make is the pitcher plant farm. So pitcher plants is a block, or a flower rather. Is it a flower? Whatever. That I have loved ever since it came out in Minecraft. And funny enough, I never knew how to get them for the longest time. But then I figured out that you can make a little farm for pitcher plants, and I could make this base real mystical with adding pitcher plants in pots and all over the place, as well as I might even make a store for them. I don't know if we actually have somebody making a flower store already, but if not, I definitely will, especially because I'll have access to a few limited flowers, because I do want to make pitcher plant farm, but I also want to make a wither rose farm. This one's going to be pretty hard. I've never done this before, but I know that theoretically it's an easy concept. You just got to have a whole bunch of chickens getting killed by a wither. The hardest part's going to be trapping that wither and chambering it, but I'll have to look up a guide on that. And I think with that list, we could leave it at that. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of other stuff we do for now, but this is just a general idea of what I want to be working on, because we're due some work. So I'm going to add some glow ink to this. Oops. Add some glow ink to this just so it's not always in the dark corner. And I might even put a lantern on it. You know, I'm just now realizing it's a little hard to read. I gotta reinstall my zoom mod so I could just zoom in on it instead of having to go up here. But nonetheless, we still get the idea that that's my progress board. I also want to remove all these torches at some point and just make it glowing. But I gotta work on a few other things before I could fully make this spawn proof. But this area that I worked on the last episode, I really like it. I don't know, but there's something about the feel of it that it just feels like a study of sorts. And over here, I can actually start brewing up some of the potions I need to fill up the store. Well, that being said, that's about all the time that I have for this episode. We didn't quite get as much done as I like to in every episode, but, you know, I hope you understand that when life takes over, it takes over, you know? There's important stuff that has to get done. We still got a good bit of an idea going on, though, and I'm really excited in the direction that this base and the rest of the world is going. A lot of these blooms are getting pretty active, and they're making some really cool builds, so I hope to start contributing once again how that all of the busy work is kind of tucking away. But anyways, take care, bye-bye, later.